And welcome back to Father Mahoney's House of Horror. This is Father Mahoney's Halloween special. I'm just going to do something pretty short here, talking about, you know, my life as a horror fan and the things that I like to watch, the things I used to like to do during Halloween. So, Halloween was always a very special time for me as a kid. Uh, a lot of people, kind of know my past. Like when I was a lot younger, when I used to go trick or treat, and I was a very shy kid. So Halloween was a way for me to not be shy because I'd be under a mask or I'd be in a costume, and it wouldn't really it would it would be me, but it would be like a cover for me because sometimes people couldn't recognize me, and so it was a way for me to kind of like uh, spread my wings a little bit, go trick or treating and not really be recognized. And because like I said, I was a shy kid, so I got to like be someone else under that mask. And I used to go out as my favorite horror icons. And I also used to go out with not just like horror stuff, but like one year I went out as a greaser from the Outsiders. Like it was kind of like more of like a uh, Dallas Winston type with the slick back hair, the greasy hair, and so it was. I got to live vicariously through like another person, like another character, and so Halloween was a way for me to not be so shy, and I think it ended up helping me in the long run. Like the older I got, the more I realized, like, hey, it doesn't matter like what people think. So I think Halloween dressing up was kind of a way for like an escape, but it was also like a helping mechanism, to help me cope with how I perceive myself and how others perceive me. I don't know if anybody realizes how what I'm trying to say, but like um, Halloween helped me a lot, to to break out of my mold, if you will. And another one was Halloween movies, like not just Michael Meyer Halloween movies, but like I was a big fan of Trick or Treat with who co-starring Gene Simmons and starring Mark Price and the Sammy Kerr lives. Yeah, Sammy Kerr. But you know, I think I think Halloween became my favorite holiday right from the get go. A lot of people love Christmas and family oriented holidays like Thanksgiving, but for me, Halloween was always the time of year that I always look forward to. I still do, but Halloween's changed over the years, and I understand part of it. Parents want to be safe with their kids and not let them go all hours. I think now, like most places, do like a 2 hour trick or treat. When I was a kid, as soon as I go home from school, it was already Halloween time. Like I would dress up, go out. I would start at like 3:30. Like I get home at like 2:45, go out at 3:30, and I would change costumes like three times. I would literally go out and get so much candy it would last a year. And I I don't know. There was, like I said, there was something about Halloween that just made me feel alive. And the irony of the alive part is, 1978, of course, they created Halloween the movie, and the object of Michael Myers was to kill. so, so but yeah, that brings me to my next topic. Is like I said, Halloween movies, and I love Michael Myers. I love Season of the Witch, which is the evil stepchild of uh, the wicked stepchild of the Halloween series. But I still love it. You know, how can't you love Halloween 3? Like, I will defend this movie till the end of time. Does it have Michael Myers? No, but that was never the intention of John Carpenter. He wanted to make this a different movies all the time. It's just Michael Myers is the thing that stuck with people. And but you look at Halloween 3, what is more evil than a crazy man designing Halloween masks to kill all the kids in the world? What's more sadistic than that? Because in horror movies, kid killing is kind of like taboo. Like there's some movies that do it, but there's not enough movies brave enough to do it. So, and I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying like sometimes you have to skate the line of what you're willing to do to make it more realistic. Because think about the world, you know, there's a lot of horrors in the world, and not all of them are uh, like realistic. And you know, is Halloween 3 realistic? Probably not. But for someone to even think of doing what Connell Cochran was doing is sadistic. And we have to realize that in this world there are sadistic people. There's not always the people going after the adults, going after the babysitter. It's this is sometimes you have to escape that line of reality to send shocks into people. And uh, I think Halloween 3 still stands the test of time because things are still in reality. Things are still happening that are unbelievable. I like horror movies that are depicted with more like reality sense. Like it's cool to watch Friday the 13th, but like after 1 year of a killer killing at a campground and then kids continuing to go to or around that campground, to me is not realistic. Yeah. There are like back in the 80s, there were newspapers, and newspapers would report, and TV news reporters would report murders at Camp Crystal Lake, and then, oh, hey, a year later, oh, it's safe now. Yeah, we can go there. Come on. There was no realistic intentions behind making those movies. They were just there for fun and release, because horror movies, they're a great escape from reality. A lot of people who don't understand horror movies, they think it's just evil people making evil things for evil people. It's not. Uh, Horror movies are a release from life. It's actually movies in general are a release from life, but sometimes if you want to just get away from the everyday struggles and just sit back and watch like a Fright Night and Christine, I found another fun one is Maximum Overdrive. These are not realistic, like a killer car killing on its own is not realistic. So how these critics bash it for immoral. So it's a fun time. That's what it is. That's all horror movies are. It's escape from reality. And more examples. The Lost Boys, another good Halloween movie. I like Halloween themed movie. I like anything with vampires is fun. John Carpenter's Vampires is a good one. From Dusk Till Dawn is a good one. I mean, if anybody watches this video, I want you guys to put down in the comments what's your favorite movie to watch during Halloween time. And yes, I'm sure there'll be a lot of Michael Myers references, and I get it. Killer killing on Halloween, and uh, you know, the babysitter, and I get it. Yeah, but it's not always my go-to. Um, I like Hellraiser. Hellraiser's a fun one to watch. Phantasm, um, Child's Play, any one of the Child's Play movies. Uh, Sleepaway Camp. Yeah, Sleepaway Camp is not really Halloween themed because it's supposed to be a summer camp movie, but it's still to me it's when you're watching a Halloween themed a horror movie during Halloween, it doesn't always have to be Halloween related. That's the great thing of horror is that the scare act the scare effects the scare factor, I should say, the scare factor is what gets for me. And I wish more people who were closed minded about horror would just delve into it. That's why I like some of these reaction channels. Some of these reaction channels, like especially the ones who are not fans of horror, a lot of them are surprised how good horror movies are. The Exorcist, another one. Rosemary's Baby, The Omen. All these movies don't get enough appreciation. The Shining, till they're watched, and then people are like, wow, like I didn't think that like horror movies had a lot of substance to them, and they do. They really do. But for years, like even today, horror movies are frowned upon at the Oscars. You don't win a lot of Academy Awards uh, for horror movies. Um, Misery was a great one. Misery made the awards show look like oh my god, like wow, there can be a lot of great acting in this. Um, and I don't know. I wish just more people opened up their eyes to horror themed movies. And as for the season itself, I still, like I said, I still getting into the Halloween spirit these days. In fact, at my work on the 30th and the 31st, we're doing uh, costume contest. So I'm probably going to dress up as one of the members of the Warriors, probably Swan. And I have the jacket. I have like rough pants, like jean, like old dungaree jeans. Uh, Gonna wear the open, like no shirt under the vest. I got some cool ass shades, like 70s, 80s looking shades that I'm gonna wear it. So I'm hoping that top three winners get a prize. I don't know what the prize is yet, but I'm hoping to get one of those. And we're supposed to have some food and uh, passing out candy, like for the families that are bringing their kids in, because we're gonna have like a workshop for the kids. Um, so it's gonna be like a cool day, uh, and then on Halloween itself, I'm working on the 30th, so I'll be doing that, and on the 31st, I'm off. I'll have my candy. I'll probably put my Friday the 13th Part 5 mask on. It's sitting up there somewhere. You probably can't see it, but yeah. But I got the Roy mask, so I'll probably wear that, passing out candy and keeping the spirit of Halloween alive. But today, kids, like I said, the parents kind of put a little leash on them. Where, like I said, it's only 2 hours, and some of these kids don't get creative anymore. They had a couple kids, maybe 2, 3 years ago, and they just came in their regular clothes, and they're expecting candy, and I'm like, no, that's not how it works. I gave them like something, but not what I would give to somebody who's dressing up, because you're putting in the effort to be in the spirit. So I'm going to give you a little bit more than someone that didn't put any effort at all. And don't come at me and say, well, maybe they couldn't afford it. You have stuff around the house that you could do. Dress up as a friggin' ghost for all I care. Take a pillowcase and put it around your head and cut out an eye. Make it look like a Chimo version of Sackhead Jason. I don't care. Just do something, because there's no reason that for one day of the year you can't put together something. Ask your mom to use your makeup to make like stripes on your face or something. Do something. So like I said, don't come at me saying that you can't afford to do Halloween. Everyone can afford to do Halloween. Shit, in my room alone, things that just in my drawers, I could find something. Go as underwear, man. Wear a pair of my clean underwear on my head. I don't care. I'm gonna do something. Are you saying that's gross? Yes, it is. But like I said, be creative. Have some fun. Let yourself get a release for one day. And look at that. Look in return, you get candy. Like kids and candy are amazing. Um, I I'm an old man now. I'm 54, and I love candy. I love pop, even like little old popcorn balls, or um, I'm what's the old say? I'm a kid in a candy store. Yeah, with eating all kinds of chocolates. Like I have a lot of health issues, but you know what? If I die having a Hershey's milk chocolate bar, I died a happy man. So I'm the type that I don't. Yeah, maybe I'm stupid for not listening, but you know what? I'm gonna live my life on my own terms, and that's why I love horror, because even at 54, I could go out there and have a good time, be fun, and feel young one more day. So that's the great thing of horror. I mean, Halloween is that you feel like a kid for another day. Um, it's not just reserved for kids; it's reserved for the young at heart. And as long as I live, I'll always be young at heart. So, but tell me what some of your Halloween traditions are. Tell me some of the costumes that you've worn in the past. I've worn, like I said, I've worn the Jason mask. I've worn the Scream mask. I've worn uh, the Outsiders, like the story I told earlier. The Warriors, I've done a couple times. I did like a crazy old um, grandma type looking. I had this big head of hair that it looked like Hocus Pocus on crack. uh, I've done a lot of stuff, and every year for that one day a year, I feel like a kid again. So tell me, what do you do for your Halloween traditions? What have you done in the past? Uh, Tell me some of your favorite horror movies to watch during Halloween, and just enjoy Halloween, guys. But still, be safe. So until next time, I'm Father Mahoney, and I hope you enjoy this Halloween special. Much love. My ode to Vincent Price Thriller.